what happens when a fairy tale proposal just completely collides with a devastating confession, all while an institution is basically crumbling around everyone?
Yeah.
Well, buckle up, because the Buccaneers, Season 2, Episode 3, just delivered one of the most, emotionally charged hours of TV, and I am still reeling from that ending.
And I'm absolutely here for all of it. Welcome back, everyone, to Off Script.
Woo!
I'm Riley.
And I'm Taylor.
This deep dive, it's basically your shortcut. You'll be totally well-informed about the episode. We've got the best insights from, well, everywhere, really.
And our promise to you is surprising facts, some deep analysis, and just enough humor, hopefully, to keep you hooked. So you don't just get what happened, but, why it all matters so much. Let's just jump right in.
Let's do it. Okay, Episode 3, It Wastes Zero Time. We open with immediate chaos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Theo confronting Nan about Guy.
Right.
About Guy being in the castle the night before their wedding.
Oh, my God.
And when I tell you this scene is raw, I mean raw. Guy Remmers as Theo, he just delivers this pain with such, devastating honesty. You feel his whole world just crumbling.
That question, was he in your bed? It just hangs there, like a sword. I actually gasped.
Me too.
And Christine Fruseth as Nan. Phenomenal here. Her simple, just heartbreaking, yes. You just see the weight of all her choices just crushing her.
Exactly. And what's brilliant in the writing, though, is her confession to Theo that she married him for the title, to protect Ginny.
Right.
But notice what she leaves out. She deliberately omits any mention of his mother's manipulation. That layered storytelling is just pure Buccaneers.
Totally. It's so smart. And then, bam, 3-week time jump.
Oof, the time jump.
Okay, my reaction. Bit of a mixed bag.
Right. Tell me about it.
Part of me was like, okay, phew, past the immediate horror, but the other part, screaming.
Right.
I wanted to see Theo stew.
I get that. Some critics pointing this out, too. It definitely moves the plot forward fast, but it robbed us, I think, of seeing Theo's crucial emotional journey during those weeks. It felt a bit like a missed opportunity. What did you think? Was it genius or just kind of a narrative shortcut?
I actually see both sides. It did feel jarring, but maybe it was meant to make us feel Theo's abrupt shock. We're sort of left in the same bewildering headspace he is.
Interesting take.
But I agree. I would have loved to see a bit more of his immediate processing.
Yeah.
Still, that jump does land us smack bang into Lizzy's birthday party.
Ooh, the Midsummer Night's Dream Party.
The visuals, Charlie Manton, the director,
Right.
just created this properly magical atmosphere, fairies everywhere, Shakespeare vibes, felt like stepping into another world.
It was absolutely stunning. A full-on masquerade ball. And it wasn't just pretty, it was thematically perfect.
Right. That collision, fantasy and harsh reality.
Exactly. Like Vulture said, the course of true love never did run smooth. The party looks like a fairy tale.
It feels like a fever dream.
Yeah.
Where everything's kind of beautiful, but also deeply unsettling.
Totally. Mesmerizing visuals, then bam, drama slap in the face.
Speaking of drama, let's talk Hector's proposal to Lizzy.
Ah, yes. Amidst all the chaos, this genuinely sweet moment.
Jacob Athan as Hector, so thoughtful, even inviting her mother.
Yeah, that was a nice touch.
And Aubrey Ibrag as Lizzy, just pure charm. You really feel her happiness, after everything. She earned this.
She really did. But then it gets complicated. Of course it does.
Of course. Just when Lizzy's floating.
Right.
Ugh. Theo. Read the room, Theo.
Right.
And basically tells her she's settling.
Right. Telling her Hector is unworthy, that marrying someone just pleasant enough would be an extraordinary waste.
I mean, he's not wrong about Lizzy being sensational, but the timing, oof. And it highlights something else. This proposal, while really charming, it still felt like it skipped some emotional beats because the show moves so fast sometimes.
Yeah, I felt that too. But my absolute favorite part of this whole episode, hands down.
Oh, go on.
The Dowager Duchess.
Yes.
And Reed Robinson.
Oh my God, yes. That storyline. The secret weapon. Greg Wise as Reed. Hector's dad, Blanche's long-lost love.
Genius casting. Pure genius.
And you know the Easter egg, right? The real genius part?
Tell everyone.
Greg Wise played Guy Thwart in the 1995 BBC version.
I know. Catherine Jakeways, the creator, confirmed it. An intentional nod for the fans. So good.
And the chemistry between him and Amelia Bullmore as the Dowager, electric.
Absolutely electric. That dance scene to Chapel Roan's Good Luck Babe. Iconic. Just
iconic when he says, "You broke my heart," and she replies, "I broke my own." Ugh.
You just feel it. Decades of regret. This woman who shows power over love.
Exactly like she's trying to make Nan do now.
Precisely. It's fascinating how the older generation's story just mirrors Nan's struggle. It's that generational echo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sacrificing love for power, repeating patterns. Makes you wonder. Okay, speaking of choices, let's check in with Conchita and Kora.
Right. Alicia Bowe, as Conchita, continues to be such a standout. She has this impossible task, basically, of matchmaking for Kora.
Who is not making it easy.
Not at all. And Maria Almeida plays Kora with
Yeah.
the right mix of that demanding entitlement, but
Yeah.
also this underlying vulnerability.
And actually, the 3-week time jump, I thought it worked pretty well for this storyline. Shows they're still struggling, but we don't have to watch every failed attempt.
Yeah, I agree. It skipped us ahead effectively there. And the breakthrough moment for Kora is really beautiful, isn't it? When she sees the genuine love between Conchita and Richard.
Right. It reinforces that core theme again, the difference between like performed romance, putting on a show, and actual real messy connection. It makes you pause and think, what's the cost of living a life that's only for show?
So true. Okay, let's not forget our Italian contingent, Guy and Ginny.
Yes, Italy.
We get some of the episode's lighter moments there, surprisingly. Ginny attempting to cook for Guy.
Right.
Bless her heart. Imogen Waterhouse brings such vulnerability,
Right.
trying to show gratitude for Guy protecting her.
Yeah, it was sweet. And then the meal turns into a food fight.
Which was kind of cute.
Yeah.
And Matthew Broom's Guy actually smiles, like a real smile, for the first time since he left Nan.
But this sets up a huge question, doesn't it? Is this just, grief bonding between Guy and Ginny, shared trauma, or are actual feelings starting to happen?
Ooh, the big question.
Because with Nan now heading their way, it sets up that complication perfectly. I'm leaning towards feelings developing, even if they started from a place of shared heartbreak,
What do you think?
platonic comfort, or something more.
I'm still on the fence. But you're right, this show loves a messy love triangle, and this one is definitely brewing. Which brings us back to Tintagel and a huge emotional climax.
Yes. When Reed confronts Blanche about abandoning her ideals,
That was intense.
he points out, she once had these grand aspirations, but as soon as she got power, she just retreated into propriety, all for the sake of the institution.
That confrontation, it pushes Blanche to make this really devastating choice. She knows Theo would disown her if he knew she forced Nan into the marriage, right? But she decides to tell him the truth anyway.
That line, if you're caged, I built it. I turned the key, delivered to her own son. Wow.
It's such a powerful moment of accountability, but it's also a calculated risk, isn't it? She's gambling that the truth will somehow save both Nan and Tintagel. Crazy gamble.
It is. And Guy Remmers, he's been brilliant all season, but his performance here is particularly nuanced. When Theo tries to fulfill his duty, tries to seduce Nan for an heir, he just can't go through with it.
He can barely look at her. It's so painful.
And the institutional pressure, the need for a male heir, it reduces them both to just biological functions.
Mhm.
It's deeply uncomfortable to watch.
Which is exactly the point, I think. It forces us to confront just how dehumanizing these societal expectations were, and honestly, sometimes still are.
Absolutely. And Nan's response, after Theo admits he needs an heir, devastating.
Oh my God, yes. When she tells Blanche, the institution will die with us, vowing she'll make sure Tintagel never has an heir. Chills.
Total chills. It's her reclaiming her agency in the most defiant way possible.
Which leads us right into the episode's final, just heart-wrenching act. After the Dowager's confession, Theo banishes his mother from Tintagel.
Brutal, but maybe necessary. Then he goes to find Nan, presumably for some kind of reconciliation.
But Nan is done,
Right.
being treated as just a vessel for the aristocracy.
Yeah, exactly.
She ransacks Blanche's room, finds Guy and Jeannie's address in Italy,
Yes, get it, Nan.
and she is finally ready. She's out. I love it for the drama. This show, man, it doesn't give easy answers. It really makes you question, should love win? Should duty win? Especially when the world demands so much sacrifice.
So overall thoughts on this episode, I think we were both pretty blown away, right?
Absolutely. I think it's safe to say it gave us some profound insights, the societal pressures, the limited choices for women then.
Absolutely. The episode really shows how the Buccaneers works best when it digs into those internal lives, those impossible choices within rigid structures. And that fairy tale party setting was just the perfect encapsulation, beautiful surface, complex reality underneath, like the original Shakespeare play it nods to.
Yeah, and the title itself, Get Her Out. It's so ambiguous. Is it about getting Nan out of Tintagel? Getting the truth out? Getting the Dowager out?
I think it's all of the above. And it powerfully explores how institutional power just demands these huge sacrifices from individuals, especially women. Both Blanche and Nan are asked to basically squash their personal desires for the greater good of maintaining Tintagel.
But the episode really makes you question whether that institution is actually worth preserving if it requires such crushing sacrifice. It's powerful stuff. Makes you wonder about progress for women then and now.
It really does.
Okay, so let's talk theories. What's this episode setting up? Number one, obviously, Nan, Guy, and Ginny in Italy. Nan's running towards this reunion, but Ginny's there now. They've bonded. It's got to be a messy,
Right.
complicated love triangle, right? The fallout could be huge.
Sounds about right.
And the risk. Nan going to Italy, could she accidentally lead Lord Seadown right to Ginny? The show's set up how obsessed he is, how connected everyone is. It wasn't shown, but it feels like a real danger. Nan's quest for love could put her sister back in harm's way. Huge stakes there.
And Theo. His emotional state, that conversation with Lizzy, lots of speculation now about him maybe spiraling, turning to Lizzy for comfort, her admitting she liked his words about her. It really hints at a potential romance or at least a serious emotional entanglement. That would definitely shake things up with the friends and isolate Nan even more.
And what about Blanche's past with Reed? That felt like more than just a flashback.
Right. Their confrontation felt so charged. I bet their unresolved past plays a bigger role. Maybe it even comes out publicly. Threatens her reputation, her influence, which would perfectly parallel Nan's struggle, wouldn't it? A generational echo.
That would be a brilliant full circle moment. Really hammer home the impact of these institutions across time. There's a theory floating around that the storyline about Nan's biological mother, which has been hinted at, could come back in a big way. Maybe giving Nan some unexpected inheritance or status that completely changes her situation with Theo, with her friends. A real wild card.
Okay. All right. Now for the fun part. Grading time.
Ooh, okay. I'm going first. I'm giving Get Her Out a solid A-.
A-.
Yes. I loved the blend of those fairy tale visuals and the real messy emotions. The Midsummer Night's Dream Party, gorgeous. The Blanche and Reed reunion, so much history in just a look. Plus, Nan finally making an active choice, yes please. My only slight deduction is maybe Theo's emotional arc felt a bit rushed with that time jump, but overall, this episode is the series at its absolute best so far for me.
Ooh, bold. Okay, well, I'm a little less enchanted. Call me the grumpy fairy at Lizzy's party. I'm going with a B-.
B-, wow.
Look, I agree. The episode is visually stunning and the Blanche Reed stuff is deliciously layered. Absolutely. But the pacing, for me, it felt like they hit fast forward on half the storylines. That 3-week time jump, those blink and you miss it emotional shifts.
Right.
And Hector's proposal, it felt more like a plot box being checked than a truly earned moment for me. I wanted to feel the heartbreak and the joy more, not just watch it happen in pretty costumes really quickly.
Okay, a B-. Are you okay? You're not wrong about the pacing, maybe being a bit quick in places, but come on. That final shot of Nan grinning in the carriage as she escapes, I haven't rooted for a heroine's escape this hard since, well, probably last season with her.
I know.
And Blanche's confession to Theo, give Amelia Bullmore all the awards right now.
Absolutely. The performances are stellar across the board, no question. But I just need the show to trust its characters and maybe trust us, the audience, a bit more sometimes. Let Nan be messy for a bit longer. Let Lizzy's doubts actually breathe. I want more of those quiet, in-between moments, not just the big, dramatic swings all the time.
Fair point. But for me, the episode's ambition and those huge emotional payoffs, they totally outweigh any little stumbles in pacing. It's messy, it's romantic, it's dramatic, just like the best Shakespearean comedies, right? And I am so here for the chaos.
And I guess I'm here for the slightly more slow burn drama. But hey, at least we agree on one thing. This episode definitely has us talking.
Absolutely.
Which honestly is half the fun, isn't it?
Totally. So what about you listening? What did you think of Nan's big escape? Are you Team Theo, Team Guy? Where do you land on this triangle?
And maybe more importantly, are you as completely obsessed with the Dowager Duchess and Reed Robinson as we clearly are?
Let us know. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We seriously read every single one and love hashing out these episodes with you all.
Yeah, we do. And hey, if this deep dive helped you process all those feelings from episode 3, give this video a like, would you?
Please do. And subscribe for more deep dive into the Buccaneers. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our chats.
New episodes drop every Wednesday on Apple TV+. And trust me, after that ending, you are not going to want to miss what happens next.
Absolutely not. Until next time, keep thinking about those messy choices. Yours, theirs, all of it.
Yeah, exactly.